I need two on the fly. One word you wish more operators would think about when building their business.
Consistency. Or bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
Consistency, I get. Bathrooms. Please continue.
Yeah, I was like, say more.
I feel like sometimes people don't think about where their bathroom is or how the bathroom door will like go into the kitchen. You don't
It's an important piece of a restaurant.
Yeah.
There was a famous restaurant here locally to me that they didn't market. They took their marketing budget and built these incredibly amazing bathrooms. The glass you'd shut the door to the stall and the glass would smoke out, and you'd open it again, it would go clear again. And so what did you do when you left the bathroom? You talked to every
Bathrooms are
I thought
so
you were
hot
gonna
right now. They really
I was just going to say that. You walk into any ladies' room in Chicago right now, and it's all the girls taking selfies because they always, the new concepts are all these really fun wallpapers, cool, the perfect lighting for a selfie.
Yes.
I'm like, and they're posting it online. I can recognize them now when I see them online.
They're having a moment.
They're
Bathrooms
having a moment.
Bathrooms are having a moment for sure.
Yeah, the restaurant's Instagrammable, and so is the bathroom now.
Wow.
Vern's in Charleston, their flower arrangements in their bathroom, go. Do not pass
See what I mean?
Yeah.
See? Something in hospitality that you think is overrated right now.
Just one thing?
You can't say Instagrammable bathrooms.
We've already discussed how it's so
I
underrated.
mean, as someone as part of our services that we don't do day-to-day social, but I think content creators are so overrated right now.
Okay, that's a hot take.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a hot take.
Like influencers or just
say more.
Hiring someone to create content?
Well, so here's the thing. I think hiring someone, if you have a set strategy and you know who you are, or you're hiring that person to help you understand your strategy and to connect with the right audience, that's you making an investment in you and your brand. I stand that. Like, high five. It comes down to behavior. Like we talked about how in airports, people are either the best or worst version of themselves. There's no middle ground. And my thing is that if it's one thing if you're at an event as an influencer or content creator where you're there with other influencers, when you're at a restaurant and you bring out your ring light and you do all of the other stuff, when other people are dining, I feel like it's not considerate of the table next to you. Are influencers and content creators out there that are truly authentic to what they do? There's a gentleman in Philly, Josh Eats Philly, who I think is outstanding. Like, to me, he is the gold standard of what we want because he really takes the time to understand the establishments that he's going to. He's not going to post something if he doesn't believe in it. Like that, those principles I think are great. But I can't tell you how many times I see someone, they don't even eat the food. I'm like, please eat the food.
So it's a delicate balance. I was a food influencer in Chicago. I have the Chicago Foodie handle. I still own it. And I would say
I love you.
Yeah, right. No, I think this is a very honest conversation, though. And I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I think that there's two different groups of this. And I think that I could do a whole episode on the challenges of being a content creator and how hard it is on the content creation side. But I could also do an episode on, how to work with restaurants and like how to actually make those opportunities more valuable for both parties before you go into that situation.
That goes back to that whole idea of, thinking about day parts. Social, when executed correctly, that's a great platform to utilize to kind of bring in awareness. The way that people search for new things. It's like, I was part of a conversation recently where it was like, okay, are folks using lists like the Eater or James Beard Awards or things like that to dictate where they're going to go if they're going to a new city, or are they looking on Instagram?
They're looking on TikTok and Instagram. Seriously.
Yeah.
A lot of the research is pointing to that people are using TikTok to search for restaurants to go to before they'll go on to one of the local publications, which is just such a change
whole
of
other
behavior.
episode. Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode. Yeah. Okay. Last question here. What's your hot take right now for the industry?
I mean, without sounding super self-serving, I think airport food can be great. It can and it should be great.
100%.
Yeah.
I think that for so long, there's this idea that airport food is slimy turkey sandwiches. And it's not. People are really, the concessionaires, the airports themselves are really making dedicated efforts to have the airport itself be just as much of a destination as where folks are going.
Yeah,
And
it's come a long way.
And there's still, pun intended, a lot of runway before I see what I did there.
I like that.
I might need to go home. But all of this is to say,
Runway, everybody.
yeah, here we are, experience 3. All of this is like, I think that it's okay to think outside the box, and it's okay to have your restaurant be outside of its 4 walls. So whether that's at an airport, or if I can expand my hot take to pop-ups or collaborations, I'm seeing more and more meaningful collabs with restaurants that are bringing in folks that really respect what the other does and bringing them into their, especially restaurants that aren't even in the same market. It's like, so somebody in New Orleans brings somebody in that's in Minneapolis just because they share a common value, or I think that's so incredible. And I want people to, I think that we lose sight of that. If there's one thing that somebody can take away from this episode, it's don't be afraid to say no. That absolutely will help fuel your growth. Don't be afraid to say no.
A lot of that is prioritization. It's like when everything is the goal, nothing is the goal.
Yep.
When everything's number one, nothing's actually number one.
Right.
You know?
That's the restaurant that has pizza, shrimp, tacos, chicken, Mexican, beef.
Exactly.
Like, all questionable.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm telling you, simplicity. Most problems.
100%. And make sure that all of the people that either contribute to those problems or solve those problems are communicating with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us today,
Of
Liz.
course.
This was
Thank
a
you.
wonderful conversation. So informative. I could have talked to you for another hour.
That's so sweet. I feel the same.
The demand for group and private events is at an all-time high. Is your business ready to capitalize on all these opportunities? With Restaurant as your booking partner, you can ensure event success this year and beyond.
With no booking fees or commissions, Restaurant has helped over 2,000 restaurants, bars, and breweries reach local event planners who are looking for a space for their next gathering. Whether it's a birthday, anniversary, graduation, or corporate event, Restaurant will get your space booked.
Try it today and receive 3 months completely risk-free by signing up at restaurant.com/podcast. That's restaurent.com/podcast.